Hi everyone and welcome back to Coldborough Park Farm. We're back to stay now and we're going to continue with Coldborough Park Farm until basically everyone gets fed up of it, which I don't think will be in the near future. Anyway, today you can already see by the money we've got that we're selling silage, and I've actually already set up the course play. For some reason I don't have the original course play course that I recorded before, so I've actually done it again. And in a way it's actually a good thing that I've redone it because it's actually more efficient now. Basically, instead of starting the course directly in front of the clamp, I am now doing it from the side. And if I just load up the course, put this one on here, you can see that the start and stop positions are actually offset to the side here. And that is good because it doesn't have to sort of think about where it is when it comes back for the next load. It doesn't have to mess around. Probably quite hard to understand by the way I'm describing it, not very clear, but it does work much better like this. So I'm going to get that going, continuing to sell. You can see we've got a lot of money. This is all because the silage is worth so much. But yeah, I've been doing that. It's been doing that for about 15 minutes, maybe 20 minutes, just going back and forth selling that with its big bucket. And yes, I actually completely overlooked it then, but yeah, that is the New Holland loader. That is the free DLC. You can download that now. The download link is below. This is an official DLC. There's two in the pack. There is the wheel loader, which is this one, and there is also the telehandler as well. I'm not going to buy the telehandler, however, it is there. It goes into your mods. Just here, the LM742, which is £105,000. And it's £100 maintenance per day, 143 horsepower. So we'll probably get that at some point, but for now I'm happy with the JCB and this one. Now, before I was renting the wheel loader, but now I've actually bought this one. I think it's quite a good investment. That way I don't have to worry about things disappearing again. The bucket, however, is still on rent. That is on hire. But I can easily buy another one of them. They're not too expensive. And we might just have to speed up time because this is processing fairly slowly. If it takes too long to process, I usually put it to about 15. I'll also give time for the fog to clear, which seems to have come in now. Anyway, I think we're probably okay leaving that as it is, just selling all of that. And that is of course making the money for our Deutz Fahr, which we're going to be purchasing very soon. And yes, we're not going to have to get rid of the case. So all of those people who disliked the video where I said I was going to get rid of the case, hopefully you'll like this one because I'm not going to sell it anymore. So we're going to have both tractors in the end, and I'm not going to run to Chantry Farm, but that's where we're going to. Now, over at Chantry Farm I've been doing a little bit of work here off screen, not too much though, and you've certainly not missed anything. Really just doing the repetitive things, which I do a fair amount in the videos. So nothing missed, but today what we're going to do is we're going to head over to Yatton Ridge Farm and we're going to go and buy some more sheep and some more beef cows. Just one thing to show you over here, I have fed the sheep, so they should be okay. But one thing we do have to do is get the water bowser on and fill up all of these troughs because they have all dried out. So we're going to have to get some water fairly soon before we kill all of our animals, which is something I'm quite good at. Anyway, I think probably the best thing to do is to take this mixer off. We'll probably put it in a shed somewhere if there's space for it, and then we will go to Yatton Ridge Farm and basically go and do everything which has to be done. Actually no, we probably won't take the mixer off. I think they need some mixed ration, I think. So we could actually do one of them, take it up there and give it to them. We'll start by giving them a bale of hay. I think there's only one left actually. Oh, there's two left. And we'll also put a straw bale in there and also some silage. Basically just give them everything that they need. So I've been doing this off screen for the cows and the sheep here. Didn't think I need to do everything while I'm recording. Now I was looking at the Saytex steering wheel, which is coming out soon for Farming Simulator, and I was actually planning on buying it, or pre-ordering it. However, I couldn't find a pre-order button, or web page for that matter, which suited people in the UK. I couldn't see a pre-order for people in the UK. So that leaves me with a question for everyone out there. Can you pre-order it in the UK or not? Because I've seen it for many parts of Europe, USA, Canada, but I have not seen it for the UK, which I think is really strange because surely a lot of people in the UK want it as well. Now I may have just been blind and totally missed the page for it, but I genuinely could not see anywhere for people in the UK to pre-order the steering wheel, which is a shame if you're not going to be able to, but I won't go on about it just in case you can. So yeah, if someone could get back to me about that, that would be fantastic. I've done my research and I genuinely cannot find anywhere which says it's going to be available in the UK, but I could be totally wrong. So please do let me know before I confuse everyone. We'll take one of these bales and we'll put it into the mixer. And finally, we'll put that to the top with some silage. Well, maybe not to the top, we might not need that much actually. The animals up there are not too hungry. Some silage. I have actually also mucked out the cows, but I've recorded that before and shown everyone, so didn't want to sort of repeat myself too much. I want to keep these videos fairly fresh. I should do. So into our New Holland, and we'll go up to the farm. Just trying to think if we need anything else up there. Don't think we do at the moment. I've already done the straw. I've given all of the animals bedding, so that's not an issue. Oh yeah, we do need the water tanker, so we might do that. That way I can also use the Follow Me mod. These cows have also been fed, so they're not a problem. Yeah, what I'll do is I'll just get the tractor, unless we can afford the Deutz Fahr. Let's have a look here. Yeah, we can. We can afford the Deutz Fahr. 72.50 TTV, so we'll buy that. You can fetch your purchase at the store. That seems to be getting on fine. Here it is. So I've used it a few times before, this tractor, but not too much. It's relatively new for my videos. Well, it sounds nice. Hopefully it'll be a good tractor to use for multi-purpose jobs or all different kind of jobs. It's quite fast as well. It looks like quite a good tractor to do cultivating with, or ploughing, possibly drilling as well. I think that's probably the kind of jobs I'm going to be doing with it. Not so much everyday work, I wouldn't have thought. But it's something different, definitely, because I know that a lot of people are getting fed up with me just doing the New Holland T6, the Case, and the JCB Fast Track. So hopefully this is different for everyone. Anyway, what we'll do is we'll put this onto the Bowser. We'll head over to Coldborough Park Farm, fill the Bowser up, and we'll go around every trough I think and fill those up as well. We'll probably leave the New Holland up at Yatton Ridge Farm. Okay, so that is our water bowser on the back. We'll now get the New Holland to follow, but I'm not going to have it following too far because I need to go further than this is. Brings back memories of FS11 actually, having this Deutz Fahr. Although it's more detailed, definitely more detailed. Right, so I'm going to be going up here. Probably shouldn't have pulled out in front of that car because now the New Holland's not going to be able to come out. Oh, it is. Oh yeah, someone told me why it stops there. Can't remember what it was. Was it the front loader that did it? I think it could have been. Oh well, we won't use the follow me on that then, but that's okay because we're going to continue further. We're off to Coldborough Farm, so we don't really want the New Holland following. The New Holland wheel loader is still going, the W170C, 170C. I would imagine it'd be going for quite a long time, considering the amount of silage which is actually in that silage clamp. So we're going to get a lot of money. There's a lot of money just sat there, which is going to be sold. Right, so our filling point for the water is just here. Go for a full bowser I think. We won't use it all, but there's a lot of troughs to do and we'll be able to use it in the future. We also have a lot of fields that need cultivating. That is a job which is going to have to be done. Okay, so that is 100%. Let's go to Yatton Ridge Farm first. I must remember to close gates behind me as well. We've actually harvested quite a lot of the fields that we're going, unfortunately, because that means an awful lot of drilling and cultivating, which is going to have to be done. And for those of you who keep asking for Woodside Farm, don't worry, that is coming back. We're going to be back on schedule now. The Hagenstead map was literally just to show off what I've done, which wasn't much. That's why I've stopped it at episode 7. I know there were a number of you who were enjoying that. However, to be totally fair, I haven't actually done that much to that map, so it's not really worth continuing until more has been done. So that's why I've stopped it here. But we should be able to continue with that again in the future at some point. I'm not sure when, it'll probably be quite a long time. Like I said before, with this one it's just something I do a little bit when I have time, which isn't too often, so it's just going to be there in the background. I can do whenever I want to. But we're going to be focusing now on Woodside and Coldborough Park Farm. Not sure how long I'm going to be staying on each one. I really don't know. It's actually up to everyone else. Just depends how popular it is. So if I start to get a lot of people sort of getting bored with the maps and want a different map, that'll be the time when I change. But at the moment I think the majority of everyone are happy. I think you are anyway. I can't really tell too much, but going by the likes and dislikes on the video, I'm assuming that everyone is still happy. So we'll continue for now. Right, water first. Probably best to reverse in. There it goes. Shoot straight up to the top. Actually, at this point it's probably worth buying the animals, because I think the amount of animals that you own actually affects how much feed and how much water you have to give them. So it's probably safest to do that now. Now, obviously I'm going to keep clicking like this, and that's going to get annoying. So I'm going to go and buy a load of these, and then come back when I bought them. Right, that is 75 beef cows. We own 75. We can definitely afford it though, especially as that figure is going up rapidly all the time. The pigs are much cheaper. Not sure how many to have. We could go for 100. We'll go for 100. Okay, that's 100 pigs. Hopefully it's not going to be too overcrowded for them. Oh, and yes, like I thought would happen, the float you can see is right down here now, despite us filling it up. That is because we have bought more animals. So we'll refill that again. Going up much slower. That's good enough for them. Now for the pigs. They're going to have even more, because there's more of them. Looks fairly full in there. And there goes the float, filling up. They'll probably need some more feed. Doesn't look to be too much here. And I think the chickens also need some wheat. So we'll have to give them some grain. But yeah, that is it for the water Bowser. So we'll head back now. We'll come back for the New Holland in a minute or two. But we're just going to give the water to the cows and the sheep over at Chantry Farm. Okay, cows first. Definitely going to have to shut this gate behind me. I think they would have probably gone wandering if I had done that in real life. Actually, not too bad. But that is our Bowser empty, amazingly. I didn't think I'd totally empty it. It's because we've bought so many new animals. But they already had quite a bit of water, so they're fine. I'm just going to have to go and get some more for the sheep. But first, before I forget, let's get this gate shut. So, back up to Coldborough Farm. Let's go get a bit more water. Probably don't need too much. Put about 50% in, I think. I'm not going to fill it because I have to use this tanker for the milk as well. So I don't really want to be having to empty it out and wasting money and water. So just 50%. And we'll go back now and give this to our sheep. again with the sheep, they need their gate shutting. I'm also asked a number of times about filling up these troughs with water, and I had the same trouble when I was first trying to do it. And basically, if you want to use a tanker to fill up this trough, if you go this side where that sheep is, it probably won't work. You probably won't be able to fill it up. I think you have to be behind it on the hedge side. The same with the cows, because that's where the trigger is. That's where I was going wrong before. So make sure you are behind the trough if you're going to do the filling up with water. Ah, I've just boxed myself in, there we go. So that is the sheep done, and in fact that is this tractor done for today. Nothing else left to do with that, but there is with this New Holland. So we'll go and give those pigs and cows some silage. Yeah, their trough's looking pretty empty. And they will need a fair amount there. That's them done. The pigs, I would imagine, will take more because there's more of them. We do have to do some grain as well. Probably do that tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll go and get some potatoes, and we'll also get some grain for the chickens because they've actually run out as well. They're requiring more, but it's still not emptied it. So what we'll do is we'll just put this around the back in the shed again, which is where it was originally, and it can just stay here until we need to feed them again, which I'm sure won't be too long because we're not actually playing in real time anymore, so it's going to get through it much quicker. But anyway, I think we'll turn that off there, and yeah, we just need to do some potatoes tomorrow, if we have any. I'm not sure if we've got too many left. There must be some. Yeah, 15,643 litres, so that's fine. There is also some sugar beet as well, but that possibly is... oh yeah, that will be enough. Yeah, that's plenty. So yeah, we'll be feeding chickens, and we'll also be giving the root crops to our pigs and our cows. I think finally, actually, we'll just return to our New Holland, just here. It seems to be going on well. It certainly made us a lot of money. How's the clamp doing? Or the pit, the silage pit. It's doing well, although you saw it miss that. Now, because that bucket didn't touch the floor there, it missed that little section. The loading position is too high, so once it is cleared out this lot here, I'll have to lower it down, and then it'll be able to reach down to the floor. It had to be high to begin with though, because it was such a full silage clamp. But yep, I'm happy with that, and it seems to be doing a good job. I like the new DLC. Like I said before, that is down below, the link for that. You can download that for free from the Farming Simulator website, along with the other ones in the pack. But yeah, we'll continue tomorrow. Thanks very much for watching, everyone. Hopefully you enjoyed the video, and we will continue on Coldborough Park Farm same time tomorrow. Bye for now.